Comedy Film Nerds Podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comedy Film Nerds little bonus.
Yep, little 4th of July.
Little 4th of July bonus. We're doing a Baby Driver spoiler app. That'll be the regular episode for the week. But we also wanted to just do a little bonus audio and some clips for the YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Which obviously, if you guys haven't, if you're just audio consumers of this, please go to youtube.com/comedyfilmnerds and subscribe and like the videos, and that helps the YouTube algorithm. And also watch the ads all the way through. Don't press skip.
It's a fancy algorithm.
It is a fancy algorithm. It's basically the more something is liked and watched, the more they'll put it out there. Which means it's going to get more likes and watches, Chris.
I know. It feeds itself.
It's insane. It's like an AI.
It's like a bacteria.
Yeah, it is. It's a virus. YouTube is an awful virus that's destroying society.
And just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. So buy a weapon, folks. That's, I think, what we're saying. That's the point we're making.
That's the subtext.
That is the subtext. Also, guys, support the show. Go to patreon.com/comedyfilmnerds.
Please do that. And the offer still stands. If you can get us to 1,500 in the next couple weeks, we will do an official Transformers The Last Night spoiler up, a full episode. I swear, we'll do it. You know, we will make Graham go to see this movie and sit through the 2.5-hour nonsense, and then we will talk about it for at least 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, I need some real money on this, guys.
Yeah,
because
we're only like 380 away. We're getting closer.
All right, you will be. You're paying for focused
Anger.
rage. Is what you're paying for. You're paying for 35, 40 minutes.
It's a mutual transaction.
Yeah, you're getting a very valuable thing. You're forcing me to see something I would never see.
Ever.
Not even on a plane.
Nope.
Not anywhere.
Nope. And I already took the bullet, and I also, my vision just still feels blurry from seeing it. I still feel like I'm recovering from seeing it.
It hurt your vision?
It really did. I felt like just for that movie existing, everyone in the movie theater just got a little dumber for at least 24 to 48 hours.
So you just have sort of a dumb hangover?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It just like, you know,
a dumb over?
Yeah, an idiot-over or something.
You're in that sort of dumb fog. The idiot fog. I got it.
That's what it feels like. Fog. Yeah. Some CG-enhanced idiot fog.
Your fog is CG?
Yeah.
It puts a CG fog in your head?
It does.
Oh, God. This sounds horrifying.
But anyway, before we get started talking about these trailers, we have a sponsor for this episode.
Ooh,
HelloFresh. Hello.
Really?
Yes, HelloFresh.
But we're doing this, we're breaking it up.
So we're, all right, so you want
That's going to go on the Baby Driver.
All right, then never mind.
But HelloFresh is a fine company.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by HelloFresh.com.
Yeah. If you want to listen to the full HelloFresh ad, please go to the Baby Driver spoiler app. We're teasing.
Yes.
It's a HelloFresh
it's an ad
teaser.
tease.
It's an ad tease.
You have no idea what food we're going to be talking about.
Oh, God. You'll never know unless you listen, guys.
You got to come on.
You got to go to the Baby Driver spoiler.
You can't. We don't want to leave you hanging. Here's
right.
a hint, pork burgers.
Chris! The internet's going to explode now that you've said
I know.
Everyone's
I ruined it.
Freak out. It's like, I don't know. Didn't you sign an NDA for what meals you're cooking?
So, all right.
So let's talk about a couple of trailers.
Let's do it. Let's talk about the Jumanji trailer that just dropped. And I have to say, after watching this trailer, I was thinking, wow, I thought Chips was the worst trailer I've seen this year.
It looks so
horrifyingly
awful. So I'm like, because it's called Jumanji 2, right? So I'm like, it's a sequel. Oh, so, and the trailer starts out with, you know, all the kids are in detention. You got to go clean the basement of the school. So I was like, oh, they're going to find the board game and they're going to play
Right, exactly. And it would make more sense if they found a board game.
No, they find a video game.
An old video game, yes.
And the video game
controllers.
sucks them into the world.
Right, like Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because you have in the initial one, it was an old board game. And also there was a semi-sequel called Zathura, which was a science fiction themed one that actually Jon Favreau directed, which was actually really good. This looks like just an absolute mess from start to finish, from the kids turning into A-list actors,
right.
and from just the conceit and the concept. Like I really feel like, was no one paying attention when they were making this movie. I mean, it made no sense. So the high school girl is now Jack Black. So you get it. So there's going to be a lot of gender jokes. And then,
and Jack Black running around talking like a teenage girl, like, "Oh my God, my hair is so."
I know.
Oh no,
know.
that's funny.
And The Rock also is the nerd inside.
The nerd becomes The Rock.
Yeah.
The tall dude becomes Kevin Hart.
Yep.
Guess what?
He's
Kevin Hart
shorter.
is doing short jokes, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's the
Breaking
other half
news.
of me?
Yep. Kevin Hart is doing short jokes in this, so we're first to break that news.
And
That's
someone
never
got
happened.
paid to write short jokes for Kevin Hart in the script.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of money.
yeah.
This looks like honestly, I was like, God, I think I'd rather watch The Mummy again
Yeah.
than this.
That trailer, and that's what worries me too. Like the way trailers are cut now, they're set up to fool you if it's a bad movie. Like this trailer was like, if this is the best that they can come up with, I can't even imagine how horrible the actual film looks.
And in the trailer, this is not a spoiler. They show one of the girls getting, or Jack Black's character, who is the teenage girl, getting eaten by a hippo.
Yeah.
So you watch the trailer and you go, oh, well, she dies.
Yeah. Well, it's a video game. You get another life.
Oh, she gets another life.
I'm sure you get, you respawn. You have a respawn point, I'm sure. And then there's like motorcycles and all these, I guess it's supposed to be like some, all the video game conceits along with being in the jungle, but it's just the trailer fails on every level. It's not funny. The action looks terrible. And you have actors who I like saying horribly stupid lines.
I'm wondering, though. I want to say I like The Rock, but watching that trailer, I'm like, how much money does this dude need to make?
This could actually make you turn against The Rock.
Well,
this
it's
movie.
like, come on. I'm down with. I get it. You're an action star. You came from wrestling.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah.
Big dude. Punches people up.
On paper, this is the perfect vehicle for him.
Sure.
Being in a jungle adventure like an Indiana Jones or something. Like, there's even Easter eggs in the trailer of like one of the kids has the Uncharted poster, which is the series of video games that's like Indiana Jones and with Nathan Drake. That movie has also been in development for many, many years. We'll see if that ever gets off the ground. But you see like all of these efforts and attempts to like get into this zeitgeist and mindset of like, oh, kids wanting to be adventurous, playing a video game, coming out of their shells and, exploring the jungle. And none of it works on any level. So I can't imagine how bad the movie is after seeing the trailer. And, we heard from Aaron, surprisingly, the internet reaction, not that good to the trailer. That's a surprise.
I played a lot of video games growing up, 80s and 90s. And anytime you had one of these 4-player side-scroller type games that this looks like it's going to be, I don't remember any of the characters being like a fat comedy guy. It was always the good-looking thin guy with the muscles.
Right.
Then you had the girl who was a badass, and then you had the gigantic dude.
Yeah, Double Dragon.
Yeah, it was never
the side-scroller brawlers or any of those.
Exactly.
Yeah, so even from a retro perspective of video games, it fails there too.
Yes.
So this might be one of those. This might be The Rock's Showgirls.
I'm not surprised Jack Black is in it.
Right.
But I just like, I'm having a hard time getting excited to go to the movies. Am I?
When you see that trailer,
Well, it's like,
that's weird.
I just, am I burnt out from doing this show? Or is it a combination that they keep releasing just one horrible film after another? Like, we've had some summers that were pretty good.
Yes.
Right? We had some summers that were like, wow, one week after another, one great.
Well, you got a lot of good stuff coming up. I mean, you've got Spider-Man: Homecoming. You've got War for the Planet of the Apes. There's some stuff.
Dunkirk.
I think we're in a weird kind of slow period.
But May and June. I mean, we had Wonder Woman. We had Guardians too. But
But the summers are getting, the quote summer movies are getting split out over a longer period of time.
Well, this is also coming out in December. It's going to be opposite Star Wars. the next Star Wars film.
It's gonna
isn't
get
it?
Yeah.
crushed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No, you're right. I mean, like they're releasing Ragnarok in November.
right.
That
So
should have been a summer thing.
So they're spreading out these quote summer movies are now being released all throughout the year. So what that means is instead of having the glut of all these big budget summer movies, they're spread out more. And also when the bad ones come out, there's not as much around them to make
Right.
them better. Like what was around The Mummy that was worthwhile. That was it. That's the
Right.
Mummy came out and I think what the studios are still doing, because they're spreading out these giant tentpole movies more, they're staying out of each other's way. Still. So, what was around Wonder Woman? It's not like Guardians and Wonder Woman are going to come out on the same weekend. They're just not.
Or even back-to-back weekends.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's the other
They're
thing.
giving
the
each
studio-
other space.
Well, the studios give the big ones several weeks on either end of it.
Right.
So then you have all of this nonsense getting released.
Right. So, somebody's going to take a really big loss on Jumanji. It was absolute. That trailer. You know what? Hey, I'll give everyone some advice now. Rent Jon Favreau's Zathura instead, because
Okay.
that was like a quote semi-sequel. It was basically the same thing. They find a game, but it's science fiction themed, and their whole house goes into outer space, and it's a really fun.
Or watch
great
the
family
first
movie.
Jumanji.
Or
I mean,
the
it was a fine movie for what it was.
Yeah, the first Jumanji was not, it wasn't any cinematic masterpiece, but I would watch it again before I saw this for sure. So
Okay, let's talk about the Breathe trailer.
yes, the Breathe trailer. Now, this directed by Andy Serkis was the oddest thing I've seen about this. This is as you know, the famous mocap actor, and I think it looked like he made a little cameo as one of the crippled patients.
I hope he directed the whole thing in a mocap outfit.
that would be really cool. And then
he came on set just with those ping
Yeah,
pong
yeah,
balls and
yeah.
a green suit.
And then he made the CG guys draw a director on top of him.
So it's about the true story of an actual. Andrew McCarthy plays
A disabled man who
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew
Yeah.
McCarthy was from the 80s. the
from
Rat Pack.
from Weekend at Bernie's.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a Weekend at Bernie sequel.
Yeah. So
There's an element of mannequin to it.
yeah, there
There's
is.
it is mannequin-esque. No, Andrew Garfield. Yeah, so it's based on a true story of a guy that was like, he was paralyzed from like the neck down.
Yes.
Who then invents the chair. This is probably back in the 20s or 30s.
Well, he doesn't.
He doesn't, but he helps invent it or
yeah.
whatever. His character or
It
whatever.
is, and it
It
helps.
looked like they were putting together an Iron Man.
It did, yeah.
in that shot.
And then it helped everyone get off these basically iron lung type contraptions that people were just kind of put in these weird pods
Yeah.
that so they could actually become mobile.
And let them have wheelchairs to go out and be out in the
Be out
world
in the
and have a
world, yeah.
life. And
So
I
this-
mean, it looks interesting, I guess.
I'll tell you, this is another one of those movies where on paper it looks good, looks like a good idea, but in the execution it just looks like it's so ham-handed and so just here's the scene where we're trying to evoke emotion out of you. It just really feels that just kind of contrived and forced. So I don't know. I'm on the fence on this one.
Yeah, as I said after, I think it was Silence, Andrew Garfield, I've tried. I can't get on board with this guy. And
Well, he wasn't in werewolf makeup though
he was,
in this one.
but I don't know. I mean, he was okay in Hacksaw Ridge, but I watch him, I don't know, I just can't get on board with the dude. So I don't know. If I agree too, like it just felt like it was a lot of kind of paint by the numbers,
Right.
Historical drama.
Right. It felt like Merchant Ivory without Merchant or Ivory.
And he's finally getting to do his English accent, his actual speaking
Yeah,
voice.
and it sounds fake.
And then he's doing something else. He's doing another accent.
Right.
Like, we don't need that level of accuracy. Go ahead
Yeah.
and use we've never heard you speak.
Yeah.
Just use that voice.
Yeah.
All right. So check those out, guys. Let us know what
Yep.
you think.
All right, now the moment you've all been waiting for, the HelloFresh ad.
Well, hold on.
No?
Chris,
Oh, come on. I got to tease
Remember when we
this.
talked at the very beginning how we said we were going to do two separate things? We're going to do
I know. I thought we were done.
Well, we still got to do we got to stop,
We have to cut. Yeah.
cut, and then play the spoiler up.
Oh, I want to make
theme
it
song.
harder for Aaron. And scene.